guys, so we are out here today with my buddy Llewyllen and his magnificent 2018 Audi RS3. For those of you guys who have S3s or any other brand of car and you are actually thinking about maybe getting the RS3, maybe this video will help you decide a bit better. The first thing that I want to do for you guys is I basically want to run through the spec on this car and just give you guys a bit more of an in-depth look inside the car. I'm gonna hand over to Llewyllen quickly and we can just run through the spec on his car.
So regarding the spec of this car, I've got the brake calipers painted in red, got the S-Sport seats with the red stitching, I've got the carbon fiber inlays on the car, I've got PDC front and rear, I've got the virtual cockpit as well, and I've got the Android CarPlay as well for my phone. And
Android Auto.
Yeah, Android Auto.
I've also got Android Auto on my car.
Yeah, my S3 didn't have that, so this is a first for me. But yeah, besides that, there's not really much about it. It's not highly spec'd. Unfortunately, the only spec that I am missing is the B&O sound. After I've been in your car and I heard the sound of your car, sound on the inside.
It's a pity. I mean,
but I mean, still with the 5-cylinder. You just turn the volume down anyway, so you can just listen to the engine noises. Hey?
So you say you don't actually need speakers?
No, you don't actually need speakers on this car. Hey? Like
you're probably not going to listen to it. So
yeah, I see the speakers as an optional extra on the car. But yeah, and I've got the button lights as well, like your car, but mine says Audi Sport. But I think that comes stock on the RS3s though.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what really bugs me a bit about this car, and I'm going to be honest now, is there are some things that I would expect to be standard on this car, like the seats. Yeah. I would expect the sports seats, to be standard. And that should be a given. I mean, it's a premium brand. It's also in a class of its own. You would just expect some things to be standard. Like I said, the seats at the very least, the sports seats, the calipers in red because it is a sports car.
Yeah.
The B&O. I would also expect that to at least be standard. The RS exclusive, what is it? The RX, what's that package?
The RS
styling package. Okay,
yeah,
that can be optional, I guess.
Yes. And like, I didn't mention the sunroof as well. I feel like these cars, they need a sunroof. Like, it just looks so much meaner. Like,
yeah,
if the sunroof is tilted a bit.
Yeah.
So most I drive like that, and you get to hear more engine noise. So
that is true.
That's beneficial as well. And the other extra I have on this car, I don't know if it's actually an extra, but my mirror cases are painted in the same color as the car. So they color coded the
you're right. I think that might be.
Yes, I think also like the standard color for them are silver, and you get them in black, and then in the same color as the car as well. And the carbon fiber inlays are pretty nice as well. That's a neat touch.
Oh, I was actually going to ask you if the carbon fiber is standard.
No, that's actually, I think, as far as I know, it is optional on the car.
And the red stitching, that's extra or standard?
No, the red stitching is also optional. I unfortunately don't have the RS styling package. That's the one with the red inlays as well.
Oh, the red, yeah.
And yeah, so it's the red stitching here and on the gear knob and on the seats as well. I've got the red stitching on the seats as well. So I think the seats are well, basically the same as yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
With the exception of this, this pattern on the actual. I think that's different.
I've never noticed it, because on my S3 I had the normal seats, the normal fine Napa leather seats. There's a few meters on the dash that comes on, that's new.
Okay.
That the S3 doesn't have. Like you can go with the S3, but I mean standard, this is what the RS3 has to offer.
Yeah.
And the rest is quite the same actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's maybe start it up and just capture the exhaust note a bit.
Okay.
Cool.
So I can just put it in dynamic and give it a few revs as well.
Cool. Yeah. Can I sit in the driver's seat?
Go ahead.
Just to hear what it sounds like inside the car. It's quite loud actually. It's actually quite loud, still inside the car as well.
Yeah, it is.
It's awesome. Alright, so we are on our way to do a launch. We've got this, it's going to be awesome. This, I actually haven't experienced yet in the RS3, even though I've been around the racetrack, or a racetrack with a professional driver. I've never done a launch in the RS3, so I've got absolutely no idea what it feels like. So I'm really looking forward to that. Good to go.
Okay, so it's good.
Good to go. Alright. So, as I was saying, this is actually my first time launching in the RS3. So I've been around the track before at Kyalami with a race car driver, but you obviously didn't launch the car, so this is going to be like for me
Something
first.
else.
It's going to be really cool.
So, you ready?
Go on, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh shit! Woo!
Oh, that hit third gear. It's quite quick.
That's insane, dude. It's like absolutely brutal. I mean, compared to my S3, it's day and night.
Yeah, no, definitely. But the S3 is still fun. I think modding.
No, it is, yeah.
There's a lot of potential with the 2-liter motor as well, especially with your big turbos and all that funny stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, for this car, it's expensive, but I think it's still an investment, just to go for it.
This thing pulls like crazy, dude. My S3 will never feel the same again. I blame you for this. You've done this.
So when we're going to the dealership, then
Yeah, that's the problem. I need more money.
yeah.
So this is the crux of the actual video, right? So like, if you were knowing what you know now, right, about the RS3. I mean, you've had this car now for about a month.
Yeah.
Right. So you've had some time to get used to it. Would you say that the S3 is better value for money compared to the RS3? I mean, I'm sitting in the cabin of this car now, and to me it feels very much like my S3 inside, comfort-wise, obviously, right? But obviously there's major differences. There's a bigger engine, it's 5 cylinders, the exhaust sounds way different, there's a lot more power, etc, etc. Would you say it's worth all that extra money? I mean, this car is quite pricey.
Yeah, it's got a hefty price tag compared to the S3. I wouldn't completely say it's worth it, especially, let's just use a plain example, like with your S3 as well. You know, like your car is also fully spec'd.
Yeah.
And basically, if you switch over to an RS3 now, you're just gonna pay that extra money just for a different engine, basically, because the ride's more or less the same. Like, okay, the performance is something else, but I mean, like, if it's not really a comparison, but if you were to tune the S3 stage 1, stage 2, it's going to run with this car. The stage 2 S3 facelift runs with this facelift RS3. But still, I think the S3 is better value for money at the end of the day, and there's also a lot of potential in that car, and it's not so expensive to maintain at the end of the day. We have the maintenance plan and warranty, but let's say you're out of the maintenance at the warranty plan. I think it's going to be really expensive to maintain this car, actually. So I think overall the S3 is better value for your money. But if you want a fun car with the engine noise and just that extra bit of just, you know, raw power, the RS3 is the way to go.
Yeah, but look, there's something that you just can't overlook, and that's 5 cylinders.
Yeah, that's a 5.
There's if I had the money, I'd buy the car just for the sound.
Yeah, no, like I said to you earlier as well, you don't actually need speakers in this car, because like most of the time sound is turned down. You just want to hear the engine noise there. And it sounds beautiful.
And there's just nothing like a 5-cylinder.
You know, if you had a bad day, you just get in this car and you just drive. If you just hear it like the first time, it's something else. But yeah, I think to go back to the S3 as well, overall the S3 was a nice car. Like I said, when I saw your car as well today again, I started missing my S3. Like, it's a nice car, you know. It's really a nice car, and I don't know, the performance gap between the two, from facelift to facelift, it's big, but it's not like, wow, it's a massive difference, you know. It's a noticeable difference. But it's not like day and night difference for me. Like, some of my friends, they came from pre-facelift S3s, Golf Rs, that went over to the new RS3 as well. And to them, they were like, dude, you know, this car is like day and night difference compared to an S3 and a Golf R. But when I first launched this car, I was like, you know, I don't know, it was like more or less the same. I only felt like the power as soon as I started like opening the throttle on this car, hitting 100 plus, and you're just going. Like, then it gets fast, and you're like, okay, this car is quick.
But one thing that you must remember is that your S3 was modded as well.
Fair enough.
So I think that may also be somehow affecting your perception of the car.
Exactly.
The comparison in terms of power. I think stock, and I'm not sure if your friend's cars are stock. But coming from a stock S3 to stock RS3, I can tell you, like,
because you drive a stock S3 as a daily, so it's actually, you can actually,
for me, it definitely feels
tell the comparison. Like, is there like such a big difference in terms of performance? How's the launch though? Like, on your honest opinion on the launch, how does the launch feel compared to
on RS3? It's brutal, dude.
Is it?
I mean, the G-force in this car is crazy. You know, it feels insane. It feels insane.
But yeah, overall, I think it's a nice car. Drives comfy. It's nice on the long roads. Handling is good. Cornering is good. Braking is excellent. The big brakes, they're excellent.
Much better than the S3, obviously.
Yes, that I would say. Like, they tops. They're really good.
But then again, I mean, you need it because it's 294 versus 228 kilowatts. So with big power comes big stock pitch power as well. So yeah, you need it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna sign off now. I want to say a huge thanks to Llewyllen for actually taking time out today and allowing me to feature his car. Dude, it's been awesome. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, particularly that launch. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do leave a like, and if this is the first time visiting the channel, please do hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time guys, cheers.